Well, I don't think I'm going to paint anything by hand ever again. What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be figuring out if this Harbor Freight Central Pneumatic air paint sprayer gun is beginner friendly. And frankly, I really hope so, because I am definitely a beginner when it comes to paint spraying in general. But I hate to paint, so I'm really hoping that this works out. It's like $20. Sometimes you can get the coupon for like 15 or maybe even $10. Really cheap option, which is frankly the reason I went for it. I read a bunch of reviews and looked up different stuff, and it seems like it's a pretty good bang for its buck. So we're gonna give it a try. I did unbox it already. Obviously, I put a quick connect hose on it, so I'd have to fiddle with the compressor hose. I took out the internals and just wiped them down, basically just what the instructions say to do. And then there's a little bit of setup in terms of what to set your adjustments at. So just follow the instructions on that. It's pretty straightforward. I hope I did it all right. I can't say whether I did or not, but basically, I think my next step is to get the paint thinned to the correct amount and get it filled up and give it a try. So I read a bunch of different stuff on this, and it seems like there's like a little cup, if you've looked it up before, that you can like measure your flow rate and stuff, and it should be good. I don't have one of those cups, so what I saw was that if you take like your normal just like paint stir and you get a consistent flow off of your paint stick, then you're good. So that's what we're going to base this off of. I'm sure if it feels a little thick whenever I'm spraying or anything, I can add a little bit more to the cup. But we're gonna get started on the process. So there we go. I do want to get this good and mixed up before I open it or start mixing it, because it doesn't make any sense to thin paint that wasn't mixed, obviously. I did read everywhere that you should probably strain the paint once it's been mixed up, so I'm going to heed the words of caution there. They're not that expensive. I can link up the strainers that I'm using. I just got them off Amazon, and it's like a bunch of them for less than 10 bucks, I think. So what I'm actually going to be painting today is the well house that I built. I'll link that video up as well in case you want to check out the build on it. And basically we want it to match the house, so it has a black roof on it, and I'm going to paint it white. Hopefully I'll paint it white, but you'll see it in a minute. Either way, check out the build though, it's pretty good. Today is not the most ideal day because it's pretty windy, but I'm not looking for a great paint job here. I'm just looking to learn how to do it, basically. And this thing is just going to sit over the well house anyhow, kind of in the woods a little bit, tucked away. So if I'm being honest with you here, so the video that I watched was, the guy was basically like, just hold up your paint stick, and once you get a good consistent flow off of it, then you should be good. And I think it needs a little bit of water added to it, but that's pretty good flow. It's a little droopy, a little thick, so I'll mix a little bit in there, but I think it's all right. Just a little water. All right, honestly, I don't know if we can get it looking any better than that. It's running good. It's not really clumpy or anything. That took hardly any water, so not sure if that's normal or not. But no reason to keep fiddling with it, I don't think. So I'll get my paint cup screwed on here. And it says fill it 3/4 of the way full. So that's what we'll do. Yeah, it's going through the strainer pretty nicely as well, so hopefully that's a good sign. It's a little slower than I expected it to be. But there was also different levels of paint strainers, so maybe I got one that was a little too fine. I don't know. I'm just gonna add what I have in here though. It won't fill it quite to 3/4, but I want a little extra room to add water in case I left it a little too thick. So I can see now why they sell stands for this to sit on, because it does take a minute to strain through there. All right. And also, I guess if you want to set it down, it doesn't seem like there's a great way to do that either. If this ends up working out the way that I want it to, one of those paint stands might be in my future. Because I'm carrying it with me. I've got a little troubleshooting guide here, depending on what kind of spray I'm getting, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. So we'll follow that if the spray doesn't look super good. I'm gonna go cut the compressor on. My compressor has an outlet regulator, so I'm just gonna use that to regulate the pressure to be at 40 PSI. The max on these is 70 PSI. 20 to 70 is the range, so I'm gonna stick with 40. You do have an air control knob on the gun itself if you're getting a little too much airflow, but you just don't want the pressure to be over the max. So I'm gonna go cut the compressor on, make sure I'm at the right PSI, and we'll get a piece of cardboard or something to test out the spray. Alright, I got the compressor set right at 40 PSI pretty much. So let's give it a little spray test. I think you're supposed to be like a foot away or something, so. Alright, I'm gonna guess that means too much pressure. So alright, super light pattern. So yeah, it looks like it's a high air pressure fluid knob, not open enough. Fluid knob, which I think is this one. We'll open that guy up. No, that didn't work. Maybe the fluid knob is back. Let's find out. Okay, the fluid knob is back here. So it says to open the fluid knob. Bring that back where it was. Alright, looks like it's getting a little bit better. Let's keep opening this a little bit. Still seems like the air pressure might be a little bit high. Let's see. Maybe that's supposed to be closer. That felt better. Let's see if I open up the pattern some. If it'll. No. I wonder if that's from being too thick. Okay, well. Yeah, it just feels like there's just way too much air pressure going in. Let me turn the air pressure down, maybe closer to that 20, and see where that leads us. maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. I'll probably fool with it a little bit more. But I'm gonna try and do a little painting on this well house and see how it's going on. I mean, if it's going on okay, then I guess that'll be fine. But I do think I'm not adjusting something correctly. So please let me know what I need to do differently here. I'm sure somebody knows exactly what I'm doing wrong. So let me know before I move on to bigger and better projects. But I'm going to try this for now. So let's go. I mean, I'm sure that I'm about to get a bunch of comments about what I'm doing wrong. It just feels like the pattern is just like a little too airy, splotchy, top and bottom. But I can already tell you, I prefer this over just like rolling it on or brushing it on. So at least for this project, I'll probably keep these settings the same for the most part. I might make some adjustments just to see if it changes anything as I'm going here, but let's get the rest of this thing painted, and then maybe the more y'all see it, the more you can tell me what I'm doing wrong. I know that the paint is going on pretty light, but I am impressed with how much area I'm able to cover with, you know, half of a cup of this. I can definitely see why they suggest you have a pretty high volume compressor when you're doing this, because it uses a lot of air at one go. I mean, I've got a pretty big one, and it does spray at low pressure, so that helps. But I mean, overall, this is going well, I think. I covered a whole lot of this thing, and just now need to refill on paint. I'll go ahead and give a verdict here. I mean, even with doing a bunch of things wrong, I would say that this is pretty beginner friendly. You know, it took me 10 minutes to set up or something like that, and I was ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I mean, I need to do a little better on figuring out how to adjust that spray pattern and everything so that this does go a little bit quicker. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to be spraying more paint. Maybe this is exactly how it's supposed to go. I honestly have zero idea. But I'm pretty happy with the way that it's going. Fairly thick coat to begin with. I mean, we are probably less than 30 minutes into spraying this thing, you know. from start to finish. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with it. And so if it is on your list to get some things painted, you want to give spraying a shot, then I would probably go with this as a first option. Maybe do a little more research than I did, but I'm gonna get this thing filled with some more paint, get the rest of this sprayed, and I'll give a little final look at it, at least for the first coat. You know, I'll do a second coat and everything, but we'll get this finished up. Well, I don't think I'm gonna paint anything by hand ever again. Obviously, just kidding. But as a beginner who's never used a paint sprayer before, that was pretty great. Here's kind of the results of like a coat and a half, basically. So I did learn something on the second batch of paint that I thinned out, that I'm sure many of you might have been yelling at me that I thinned it out a little bit more, and it was spraying a whole lot better. I did have to learn to move a little quicker because it was spraying faster. I'm sure that I could also make an adjustment there for maybe a wider spray instead of such a focused center spray. Still a lot for me to learn for sure, but as far as my first job with the spray gun, I mean, from the time I took it out of the box, got everything set up to clean up, I ran water through it, warm water through everything, cleaned everything off, took the gun apart, make sure that there's no paint stuck in there. And from the very start to just then, it was probably like an hour to get this thing painted. So honestly, just give me any suggestions though, because that guy right there is next. It could use a new a new coat of paint over there. So that's the plan. But I definitely appreciate y'all watching. And if you've ever thought about trying out a spray gun for some of your hobby projects, probably smaller stuff generally. I mean, the chicken coop is going to be a bigger project, but that's definitely the way to go. I mean, that was really simple, and a lot more enjoyable than having to pull out the roller and the paint brushes. So anyway, drop a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.